Welcome back to Ames Tonight. I am your crazy cool co-host, Jim Heinrichs.
That was a good long hold of that note. Good job. And I am the magnificent and marvelous Malik Newson. By the way, Jim, what happened to you last week?
I took a 112-hour nap.
Jim, are you okay?
Never better. I actually feel incredibly well rested.
All right, well, I think it's time that we talk about what's on everyone's mind this week.
Wait, you don't mean the horrible conflict between kangaroos and giant spiders that has created a battlefield out of the entirety of Australia? Do you?
No, is that even a thing? You got some weird dreams, man. No, I'm talking about Thanksgiving.
Oh, you mean the thing we decided to talk about on the show tonight, right?
Yeah, well, anyway, we want to tell you guys that there's a bunch and tons of great traditions out there to celebrate on Thanksgiving, but Jim and I found that our families do some traditions that are a little bit against the norm, so I guess let's talk about them.
All right, sounds good. So, I guess for the first one, my mom's side of the family doesn't really eat on Thanksgiving actually at all. We just don't eat. Like most people would eat like Thanksgiving dinner, you know, we got turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, all the good stuff. But no, we just starve ourselves. I don't know what it is. Like I don't know what kind of weird tradition that is. I'm honestly confused, but we do that, so probably won't be eating next Thursday.
Well, I'll make sure if I can save you a plate for after Thanksgiving, but something me and my family used to do as a kid, because I've grown up and I guess I'm still not technically a kid legally, but when I was a kid, we would love watching this VeggieTales special about being thankful. I even remember the song, which I don't know if gives me points or not for like my childhood, but it's like, I think it was, but a thankful heart is a happy heart. I don't know if I want to spoil it. Like Jim, if I was gonna sing it, I need your slide whistle. But it's something that's special to me because it reminds me when I was a little kid and just got to have fun. But you can't really watch the VeggieTales when you're a 21-year-old without having kids. So,
dude, I watch VeggieTales like every morning, right before I go to school.
Respect that.
It's the bomb. It's the bomb. But anyway, so I talked about my mom's side of the family already, but my dad's side of the family, we eat pizza and Uncrustables for some reason. Like, I don't know, my family does not have regular eating for the holidays at all. It's just like, I don't think anybody on my dad's side of the family really likes to cook, which is why it happened. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Papa John's, it's pretty good pizza, some pretty good pizza, but I just expect more on Thanksgiving, you know, and then Uncrustables, they don't even let them thaw out. They just take them straight from the freezer and serve them up on a plate. So it's like it's cold and scary and dark and miserable, and I just don't have like a warm turkey to snuggle up with and enjoy. But well,
I'm gonna pray for you on Thanksgiving, and if you ever send me an invitation, I'm just gonna let you know right now. I forgot to RSVP, just so you know. Something that my family likes to do, I guess on Thanksgiving, is that we like to do homemade cranberry sauce, and I've never learned how to make it. But I think one time I saw somebody had a bottle of vodka next to the cranberry sauce, and it kind of makes sense why I don't drink it or eat it. And then we also exchange Christmas lists, which usually is boiled down to here's things that are too expensive for you, and then here's Avon products from your grandma. On the plus side, I don't smell bad regularly, but I also have like black suede like stockpiled in my room. So if you ever need any, I got you there.
I might take you up on that offer.
There you go.
Well, my entire family, my mom's side and my dad's side, they argue about politics and just about everything else. So whether it be arguing about politics, sports. That's pretty popular. Let's see. We got Uncrustables. They argue about those. I don't know what that is.
Like who gets the Uncrustables?
Oh yeah, who gets some? Who gets to eat them? All sorts of stuff like that. And then the biggest argument of them all, that whole kangaroo giant spider thing.
Yeah.
Don't know what that's about, but my family's taking sides.
Yeah.
So basically, I think Uncle Ron is like basically the head of the kangaroo team. But my little 4-year-old nephew, little Timmy, he's taken whole charge of the giant spiders. He just thinks they're so cool. So
Kangaroos versus giant spiders.
yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Like it's some crazy stuff. Kangaroos, giant spiders. I'd think the kangaroos would totally win, but I might be wrong. I don't know. But arguing, it's fun. Family.
Aww. Well, on a lesser serious, like a more serious note, rather than giant spiders and kangaroos, which I will not deny, that's a serious family argument. You have your thing, but me and my family, we started this tradition where we started playing Heads Up. I think it started because my grandma or someone saw it on Ellen when she played it with celebrities a few years ago. Now Ellen has stopped playing this game, but my family still likes playing it, so it's kind of funny just seeing your uncle like put his phone on his head and going like, "Oh, it's a giraffe," and he does this, anticipating that you got it right. I'm like, no, that's not how you. He passes every so often. I'm like, we take that game way too seriously in my house, and I don't get why. Like it's just like I've seen a phone get thrown in that game. And, yeah, I think they got into the cranberry sauce right before we played the game. That's probably why. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think the last thing I gotta say, probably the weirdest one of all. For some reason, there's an ostrich there every year for Thanksgiving.
What the
I don't know why. I don't know why, but I think we're related. I don't know how it works. Like everybody calls it by its name. Like his name's Tim. Like it's a normal. It rhymes with my name. It's a regular name, but he just sits at the table, eats the turkey, which is weird. But yeah, no, he just chills with us every year. Like I don't know if I'm like part ostrich or like if I'm related by marriage. Like there's a couple people who I've never met their actual spouse, so like that could be it. I don't know, but I don't know. Tim the ostrich. I mean, he's the life of the party, but he is definitely pro kangaroo. So don't mess with him with those giant spiders.
I kind of want to know if your family has like ever like said, "Oh, like Jim," and they meant like they were talking about the ostrich. So that'd be kind of funny if they were just doing that. Like they just mess with you. You ever think about that happen?
I haven't. That's crazy.
Interesting. Well, this year for me, for my family, I'm actually heading down to Shreveport to see some of my new family because my mom recently got married. So she has a different last name now, and that's interesting to deal with. But we also have to take a family Christmas photo, which is awesome, but it's kind of weird because I think that ostrich that hangs out with Jim's family tried to photo bomb ours last year. Yeah, like I didn't know. I thought it was just a random ostrich, but like apparently something happened at a Shreveport zoo, so you never quite know what's going to go on at a Thanksgiving. But I really wanted to ask you though, Jim, with all these traditions, and I brought up the cranberry sauce and everything, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Well, I don't really have a lot of options, obviously, because my mom's side doesn't eat, and so it's either pizza or Uncrustables.
Are they the strawberry Uncrustables? Or does it always come
we have variety. We have grape or strawberries, so that's something.
So it's like a coin flip each year, who gets what?
No, usually you just take it. But I guess if we're going with actual like traditional stuff.
Okay, traditional.
The day after Thanksgiving, my grandma makes a mean apple pie. It's delicious. We don't eat it on Thanksgiving because that's I don't know why. I'll never understand. But that pie, delectable.
It's
fantastic.
It sounds worth it.
Homemade. Oh, it's just so good. Sweet, crisp, lovely. What about yours?
I'd say for me, it's a toss-up because Which here's a caveat too. If your grandma makes something, it's kind of like it wins automatically. Like if your grandma makes something for Thanksgiving, you kind of have to give her the win there. Yeah. My grandma makes these cheese potatoes that is really good, it's like a hash brown style, which I've literally stolen a pan of those and ate them by myself when I was a kid. I now realize why I had health problems when I was a kid, but that's in and of itself. And then my mom and my grandma joined up together to make this. It's a 7-Up cake. Yeah,
that sounds interesting.
It's really cool. It's like basically you put 7-Up the soda inside of like the cake mixture. It's a very soda way of making it, but you put the 7-Up inside the cake, which no one ever thinks to put soda in a cake, and then you make like a lemon glaze with the 7-Up. So it's kind of like, I mean, cake isn't really alcoholic, but I guess the 7-Up is the chaser.
All right, yeah, that sounds correct.
I don't know. Like, you don't seem to know too much about. I mean, you eat Uncrustables, so.
There's an ostrich there every year. I feel like it might be an ostrich thing.
It might be an ostrich thing. I feel like I need to go to your family's house for Thanksgiving and kind of just observe.
Yeah. Well, we don't actually have it at home.
Oh, where do you have yours?
Oh, so there's this little island nation, Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that I think that's where the whole kangaroo, giant spider.
See that? There was the piece of the puzzle that I was missing there.
Wait, no, ostriches are from Africa. I think I was gonna make another connection.
Those are emus. Emus are in Australia.
Is Tim an emu? No, he's an ostrich.
Yeah, he's an ostrich.
Yeah, he's an ostrich. All right. Well, I guess I don't really know the whole meaning of Thanksgiving,
Neither do I.
but I'm looking forward to the holidays anyway. It'll be a nice break. So, as always, we have more Ames Tonight coming up right after this. Stay sexy.
And please don't get murdered. Hey everybody, welcome back to Ames Tonight. Of course, I am Malik here with...
I'm Colburn Avery.
Yeah, and I'm glad I got to do this segment with you. I never actually get to do the hard news stories anymore.
It's awesome.
It is fun. And you know what? I want to say this. I like your new hairstyle.
Thank you very much.
It's very nice. It suits you.
Thank you. I was a bit apprehensive about it.
Yeah.
And I've had some mix-ups here and there, like in some of my classes, but I think it worked out.
Yeah, as long as people can still recognize you, I guess.
Well, that's been a problem.
Wait, but you are Colburn, right?
I am Colburn.
I believe you. I mean, you can read off of front or something.
I can do it.
Let's get into the news.
All right. Why are Japanese people so cute? Just recently, a Japanese railway company apologized one of their intercity trams leaving the station 20 seconds earlier than it was scheduled. They released a statement saying, "We deeply apologize for the severe inconvenience and any customers affected by the error. The station never received any complaints. And you want to know why? Because the train pulls up every 4 minutes."
All right, so here in the U.S., it's an annual tradition for the president to pardon the turkey on the Tuesday of the week of Thanksgiving. Now, this will be the 70th anniversary of this tradition, beginning with our 33rd president, Harry S. Truman. And it doesn't sound like we're going to be quitting this tradition, cold turkey, anytime soon. Cold turkey. Okay, Jim, you can't write my jokes anymore. Like, that's my thing. Anyways, the turkeys that will be pardoned by President Trump will also participate in the Virginia Tech Gobbler's Rest exhibit, where students and veterinarians can visit and take care of the turkeys. Though Trump doesn't have the best track record when it comes to birds, e.g. his vendetta with bald eagles, which represent our country entirely, but let's just hope that the turkeys fare better and don't get a "you're fired."
Alrighty, so back in 1997 in Frankfurt, Germany, a man reported his car stolen to the local police. 20 years later, the police discovered that the owner of the car had in fact just forgotten where he'd parked it, and assumed it had been stolen. On the bright side, he found his car. But on the bad side, I can only imagine how high his parking fines are going to be.
Now, as some college students hopefully know, you get about 6 months of Amazon Prime when you use your college email account. But I didn't think anyone expected to have 2-day shipping on spinach. Well, after Amazon's acquisition of Whole Foods, this will not only give them brand access to Whole Foods, but allows them to have access to the actual stores, so customers can do online shopping for Whole Foods. Now, while this isn't a revolutionary concept with online shopping, with stores like Hy-Vee doing this as well, I'm not sure I'm going to let some random worker handle my produce. I mean, I'll probably wash it, probably, but I doubt I'll join the 4% of North Americans who shop online for their groceries. Unless it's Aldi's, then I'm most definitely making that account like yesterday.
After returning from his 12-day trip to Asia, Trump delivered a 20-minute speech about his huge accomplishments. In the middle of his speech, Trump paused to have a drink, and for a solid 20 seconds, he couldn't find a bottle anywhere. It wasn't until one of the reporters pointed out one sitting right next to him, and then he awkwardly took a long, drawn-out sip. Now, you may not know this, but this is pretty ironic. A similar situation arose in 2013 during a televised address given by U.S. Senator Marco Rubio, where he awkwardly grabbed for a water bottle. Sure enough, being the president that he is, Trump made fun of Rubio during one of his campaign events for drinking water on live television, calling him a choke artist. As a comeback, Rubio comically tweeted at Trump just yesterday to give him tips on his drinking technique. It's similar, but he needs work on his form, he tweeted. It has to be done in one single motion with his eyes never leaving the camera. But it's not bad for his first time. Oh, the irony, Mr. President. Oh, the irony.
You know, it must be an interesting day at work when you somehow get yourself in trouble, and that's exactly what happened. See, the Google-owned video sharing website, YouTube, has an algorithm that will automatically flag videos that are deemed inappropriate or those that violate their policy on spam and deceptive practices. Well, Google posted an ad for their new Chromebook Pixel, only for it to get flagged by YouTube as spam. So, a video for your company got flagged as spam. Well, I mean, I guess you can call this unbiased, as they're willing to flag their own stuff for breaking their own rules. But let's just say this hopefully sheds some light on some flaws in the YouTube algorithm that are plaguing the YouTube community.
And I'm pretty sure ducks are just terrorists. You can't golf with them, you can't feed them or they'll go nuts, you can't get near them or they'll chase you, and apparently you can't let them cross roads either. On a busy road in Lancaster, England, a duck's sluggish waddling caused a severe traffic jam. A video of the incident shows the bird walking directly into the middle of the street and coming up to an abrupt stop. A driver then gets out of his car and begins clapping at the duck. Unfazed, the duck looks back as if he owns the road and continues to stand there. It looked like something out of a cartoon, said a local university student. Drivers interviewed from the scene said that there were 20 or so cars backed up, and after 15 minutes of waiting, the duck was still not going anywhere.
That's one persistent duck. Now, I'm no Matthew McConaughey, but even I think it's all right, with what he did on November 8th. The Academy Award-winning actor spent his 48th birthday delivering 4,500 free butterball turkeys to families in Kentucky. He was joined by 250 other volunteers, and McConaughey posted a video on Facebook Live saying that we believe in our families. The more you're thankful, the more you show gratification for, the more you create in your life to be thankful for. So I would just like to say, give this man another Oscar. I mean, he's already basically won Thanksgiving, so I don't really know what else you need to give him. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching this segment on Ames Tonight. I believe next me and Jim are going to bring up some big thank yous to everybody here at Ames Tonight for all they've done for us here with ISU TV.
And here next Thursday, maybe the one after that.
I mean, next Thursday is Thanksgiving.
You're right.
I mean, if you want to come in and we can do the show by ourselves.
No, we need crew.
Yeah, we need you guys. That's why we're thanking you in the first place. So we'll be back with more Ames Tonight.
Welcome back to Ames Tonight again. It's me and Malik again, and I do have one more news story today. I saw a murder on campus.
Really?
Yeah, there was just like tons of crows everywhere. It was crazy. Yeah, it was a bad joke.
This is why I don't want you writing my stuff anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we get to do this show all the time, and I'm hoping everyone gets to have a great time with their families on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So what we wanted to do, like I said earlier, was just go down the list of people who were very appreciative on this show and thankful for their time on helping us with this, because we know we couldn't do it without you guys.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess we'll start it off with all of our new anchors this semester. We've got Job, Ryan, Patrick, and Colburn, and they have done a phenomenal job. Like, really, they have been fantastic. They've written some amazing stories, and they've really grown a lot, and it's just been a pleasure working with each and every one of them. Like, you guys make the show great, and we couldn't do it without you, so thank you very much.
Seriously, their stories and everything that they're doing, they're just... Your guys' comedic delivery like impresses me every single time you guys come on here, and I start learning new things whenever I get to see you guys perform. So being someone of my age, I'll say, learning from you guys and seeing what you guys can do is going to help me become a better anchor when I end up leaving here. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart on that.
Yep. And up next, we've got Holly Slesselman. She kind of took over for me when I was gone last week, napping 112 hours.
That's an impressive nap.
That's a big boy nap.
Can we submit that to the Guinness Book of World Records?
We might be able to. But anyway, Holly, thanks a lot. It did sound a little bit like I might have paid you to give me compliments last week, which I totally didn't. Ha ha ha. And I didn't pay Malik to do that either. But you killed it.
Your check bounced, by the way.
But yeah, Holly, you did a great job for your first time on Ames Tonight, so thanks a lot. You stepped up when we needed you, and you killed it, so great job.
Of course. I mean, Holly, you've obviously done a great job on this show, besides having one of the hardest last names to ever say. But it's just been awesome having you on here and getting to hang out with you and getting to make the news funny again. And it's hard to find people who you have good chemistry with to make everything funny. Like me and Jim, it's hard to just sing off camera at us.
Yeah.
You're
welcome.
But it's hard to find people who you can find good comedic timing with. So thank you for always being ready to help us out with anything we're doing behind the scenes and getting ready for the show.
Next up, we've got the hardest working person at ISU TV ever, Matt Banwert.
Yep.
He is always killing it. He comes in here with dude with a camera. I don't know how cameras work, but he does. That's crazy, and he just kills it every time. He's a funny dude, and he's really awesome to work with. He's not the best to go on dates with. Lisa and me and himself can all tell you that from one of our episodes. I think that was the Halloween one. It's a little creepy, but yeah, he's an all-around good guy, and he's going places. So thanks a lot, Matt.
And Matt, the best way I can say what I think about you and how I think you do everything great on this show with Deal with the Camera is between season 3 of The Office and my left leg. I don't use my left leg that often, so season 3 of The Office is my answer for that one.
Good.
Next up, we got Paul. Now, Paul. Be honest, one time I saw you from behind and thought you were Matt Banwert because you're both tall. But genuinely, dude, everything you've done when it comes down to helping us with behind the scenes editing and the intro that you guys watched, the new intro on the beginning of the show, he helped film that. So it's awesome to kind of get to replicate something that we all like and seeing someone who brings in passion with just wanting to make the show look a little bit more professional, making it look better, and just being ready to be our floor director whenever we need him to help run the show, because me and Jim can't really know when everything's going on if someone's not telling us what to do.
Yeah, and I might add, he didn't just help film.
Oh no.
He filmed the entire intro.
Yeah.
He edited it all together, and it looks just like The Office. And he also redid the Newswatch intro. He just does a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
He made our little. We have this little new symbol. If you haven't seen it, it's Psy, and he's got a camera. It's super cool. Check it out.
He made that stuff.
Yeah, he has some wicked skills. So it's awesome seeing him just put in all that work and make it great. And so next I gotta say, there's one person that I couldn't do this show without this semester, and that is my pal Malik. We've been through a lot this semester. We've definitely told a lot of stories, and it's been great getting to know you. I didn't know you a whole lot last year. We did that wrap up with the slide whistle, but we didn't do much more after that, and it's just been really cool talking to you, getting to know you, and getting to be on the show with you.
So thank you, man. I'm awesome. It's awesome to just get to come here and get to do this show with you. That's something I'm thankful for seeing too, is getting to see you and what the future of ISU TV is basically going to be. And Ames Tonight's going to be when I'm out of here. I mean, you're sports anchoring now.
Yeah.
Dope. So I just wanted to let you know, dope at Taylor Mankel, if you're watching this. I hope you're watching this. But honestly, dude, when some of the things that you come up with, I want to like get inside your head at some point and just like learn like from your your comedic presence and timing on everything, because no one else I feel like could really run this show as well as you do, and it's awesome to kind of be just your co-host for this this semester and hopefully the next semester, which it's sadly gonna be my last one, but I'm gonna make it the best semester I possibly can.
Yeah, man. I'm going to miss you, buddy.
I miss you too, man.
All right. And we'd also like to say a big thank you to just everyone else at ISU TV, everyone who's helped on crew, everyone on the exec board, all of those people. You're all great. I mean, I joined ISU TV at the beginning of my freshman year, and it could not have been a better decision. I've made so many friends, learned so much, and I actually like chose my major based on this club. So, I mean, you guys really changed my life for the better, and I thank you all for that. So I love you, ISU TV.
And for me too, from the bottom of my heart, like everyone here, I was kind of I didn't know what I wanted to do for my major. Like I came in Iowa State as a mechanical engineering major, believe it or not, and then I switched to journalism, hoping to find some aspect of it that I enjoyed besides like writing and filming. And then I stumbled upon this club and started making small like video packages for you guys, and eventually I got time in my schedule to come up and do like the shows and anchor with you guys, and getting to work last semester with Cole and Hannah Joy and Laurel and everyone who kind of helped me build myself up into this anchor that I wanted to be and have this on-screen presence. I thank you guys for that. Thank you, obviously, to Ben, Trey, Courtney, anyone. If I'm missing you right now, I want to bring you up. They're just in front, they're behind the cameras right now. First coming to my head. But honestly, you guys have made this semester the funnest semester I've had in college, and even though it's my last year, thank you guys for making it a great one.
And last but not least, we could not make, I don't think, this entire semester of ISU TV possible without our amazing general manager, Brianna Campbell.
Yep.
She has done an excellent job. She has definitely kicked this entire season into gear. She has tons of knowledge of this club, and she's really kept us in shape, and it's prepared us all for a great semester next year. Unfortunately, she is going to be graduating at the end of the semester, but Bri, it's been a pleasure working with you, and we could not have done it without you. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for this club. So Bri, thank you very much.
Bri, running this show, you've obviously made it like, it feels like whenever we come in here, there's a presence behind you that this needs to get done. This is a mission behind this show, and you want to make it look professional. And whenever we come in here every single week, I'm like, okay, Brian, what do you need us to do? And I'm always ready and willing to help. So thank you for keeping everyone on task. Thank you for being someone who we can look to and say, she knows what she wants to do with the show. And I can only imagine what you'll do when you graduate from here. And obviously, don't be a stranger and come by and see us all the time, because we're ready to listen. I feel like Bri would still come back and run this show somehow, even though she's not here.
We'd welcome her too.
Oh, absolutely.
With open arms.
Absolutely.
Open arms. Well, that felt good. Thank you, everyone at ISU TV, and to all the viewers. Make sure you catch us after Thanksgiving break for our final show of the semester.
I think I'm going to end up taking a 112-hour nap myself after all the food I'll be eating.
Nice. All right. Well, as always, Ames, stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.